are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree? Yes. You are knowing what you are wanting? Do you like the evolution of your own desire? Really? We want you to, because when you are enjoying your own desire, that means that you are in the vibrational vicinity of it, so you are not resisting it, which means you are cooperating with your own desire. And when you are one of the cooperative components to your own desire, then you have the fun of witnessing the evolution of your desire, the becoming of your desire, the turning of the thoughts into things of your desire. And that's one of the primary reasons that you are here on this leading edge, in these physical bodies, out here where thoughts do manifest into what as humans you refer to as tangible. You can see it and hear it and smell it and taste it and touch it. It's all this juicy stuff of the physical leading edge. It's the leading edge. It's the furthest most expanded place where thoughts turn to things. And you knew it would be like that when you decided to participate here. You knew that you would focus part of your consciousness into this body, and that a larger part of your consciousness would remain non-physical. Sometimes you call that your soul or your inner being. We call it your inner being, source. So here you are, more than you really know for the most part. Most people don't understand the whole of who they are. So you decided to flow into this physical body, understanding that the larger part of you would remain non-physically focused. And as that larger part of you is non-physically focused, it's still from its non-physical vantage point focused here with you, with a perspective about where you are. But the difference between how you may be feeling in your human personality about something that you are focused upon in your moment in time, and how your inner being feels about the same situation in the same moment in time, are different. They don't have to be, but they often are different, because your inner being knows what the situation or the experience is calling from you. In other words, your inner being knows that every moment in time for you is a clarifying moment. It's an opportunity to experience the contrast and variety of life, which produces within you, really without you even needing to know that it is happening. Often you do recognize it, but desires are being born. Ideas of improvements are being born. Evolution is happening with you all day, every day. Expansion is bursting out of you in these vibrational rockets of desire. But most humans don't follow the thought of the desire. Instead, you stay focused in the reason that you want the improvement, which is pushing against something that's wrong. I need this because this is not good. So without meaning to, your attention is often more about the problem that you're wanting to solve, while your inner being's perspective is completely about the solution. Your inner being spends no time defending your reason for the solution, or trying to explain or justify why you deserve a solution. That's just no. But when you do that, when you justify, when you defend, when you rationalize, when you try to get the good stuff by pushing against the bad stuff, then you are vibrationally different from your own inner being. And when that happens, there's resistance within you. There's a resistance within you that is evidenced by your negative emotion, and it's the reason that things are not becoming the solution that you prefer more quickly. So we want you to ask yourself today and every day from now on, whenever you're feeling anything less than really good feeling emotion, is this serving me any way to keep active in my vibration, my awareness of what I don't want? And we say it is of no value to you. And you may say, well, I need to defend myself a little more. And then that's when we say to you, because you are trying to somehow support a greater feeling of worthiness than you really have accomplished. Whenever you are wanting to justify how hard it is, and that's why you need it to be easier, you are usually not really accepting the wholeness of your deservability. And that really, we want you to hear this, that's the primary reason that you so often are offering a different vibrational output than your inner being is about exactly the same thing. If you could just remember, and we're here to remind you, that you've come into the environment because more is what we are all about. We never get it done, and we cannot get it wrong. And the reason that it's never wrong is because it's never done. In other words, once something is experienced, then improvement is asked for. And the evolution of all species is exactly about that. We want you to take that into your consciousness. We want you to be ready to embrace the reason that you're here, for the creative satisfaction of exploring and acknowledging that something could be improved, that something could feel better, that something could be better, that something could be more efficient, that something could be more fun, that you could feel better. We want you to accept that as the dominant premise of why you are here, and then off you go into living happily ever after. We really want you to come to know, while we are here together today, that the satisfaction factor in your experience is the ultimate thing that we desire for you, and it is the ultimate thing that you desire for you too. Sometimes you get all focused upon service, and we're not guiding you away from service. We just want you to know that if you are not first and foremost looking to align with the whole of who you are, that you can be of very little value or service to anyone else or to yourself, unless it is the whole of you focused in any moment in time, so that you've got the leverage of this powerful energy that creates worlds. Then you are sort of just banging around like so many humans, wanting things to be better and using your action to try to make them better. But really, you accomplish so little with your action. You don't even know how little you are accomplishing with your action. Your action that is inspired from your alignment is really satisfying action, and it gives you the feeling. You know why you have the feeling? You know why you have the feeling that your action is so valuable? It's because the action, when it is inspired, is out here closer to the manifestation part of your physical life experience. We want today to call your attention to the contrast which causes you to give birth to a desire, the desire that then is tended to by your inner being, that exists in a vibrational non-place, a non-place that we refer to as your vortex, where cooperative components to your desire are gathered, unknown to you because you can't see them or hear them or smell them or taste them or touch them in those early vibrational stages. And as that vibrational expansion happens about all things that matter to you, you must find a way to prepare yourself vibrationally, like a scientist would prepare a petri dish, by preparing yourself to be able to receive what's in the vortex. You have to become a vibrational match to what's in the vortex before you can begin to receive what's in there. And that's why for so many people you have a hard time accepting that this vibrational reality that exists, and that it is in the state of becoming, just like the farmer who puts the seed of corn in the ground, and he has expectation that if it is nurtured, that it will begin to grow to the point that he can actually see some of the plant, and that plant will become more and more and more until it will produce more corn. But he doesn't go to the soil where it is buried and demand it to show itself to him right after he puts it in the ground. He understands that there is a gestation period. He understands that there is an evolution period. And we want you to understand that there is this vibrational becoming period before it is able by you to be realized. In religious terms, you often refer to that phase of creation as faith. Faith in what is not seen. But we don't want it to be a blind faith. We want it to be a knowing faith. We want it to be a faith that is based in your understanding of the laws of the universe. We want you to base your expectation upon your understanding that you are the creator of your own reality, and that when life causes you to desire something, that the same life that has helped you to give birth to it, the same experience that has helped you to put it in this vibrational garden, so to speak, is the same life experience in which you will be able to realize it fully. If this time-space reality has inspired a desire within you, it can provide all of the evidence that you are looking for. But you have to look for it from the receiving mode. You can't look for it from the doubting mode. You can't look for it from the I don't have it mode. You can't look for it from the it's never been before for me mode. You can't look for it from the I feel so sorry for myself mode, or I am not worthy mode. You have to look for it from the expectant mode, that these are the laws and this is how it works, and I am source energy in a physical body, and I've come into this body with reason and purpose, and my life is inspiring the definition, the specificity of what I am wanting to create, and I have launched rockets of desire, and this is my life in the making. And even though I can't see it yet, I can sense it, I know it, I trust it, I believe in it, and I'm using my thoughts to prepare myself for a vibrational state of being, of readiness to receive. Because from the moment you give birth to it, your inner being is giving you evidence of it. But if you're not receiving it, it's because you have more doubt in your vibration than you do expectation. You have more anger in your expectation than you do love. You have more lack in your expectation, a sort of lack consciousness. It's all right, but you know how you got there? You got there because if you can't see it, you think it isn't. If the money isn't in your bank account, you logically say, my bank account lacks money, because it's hard for you to take credit for what's on the way. You have sort of figured out how to do that, though. You extend credit to yourself all the time. You create right up to the edge of your bank balance. No, you create right up to the edge of your credit limit. And we want you to understand you are unlimited in your non-physical currency. So we are eager to talk with you about anything that matters to you. We want to help you to accomplish that vibrational state where you can deliberately witness the unfolding of your desires, because that's the fun part. If you are someone who creates a magnificent sculpture, there it is, and isn't it beautiful? And